As long as you look at those on a lower level, in terms of dunya, you will thank Allah. But when it comes to deeni matters, then you need to look on those on a higher level. And there will always be people on a higher level at all times, because Allah has said, Kunu ma'as sadiqeen, be with the pious ones. They will be within your community. Reading about the pious has an immense impact upon motivating people, lifting your spirits, making you want to do more. The other day I was chatting with a gentleman and he said, what do you people really want from us? I mean, I read my salah, I read Quran, I make dhikr, I give charity, I give my zakat. So what more do you really want as a Maulana, giving a talk, giving a lecture, advising? What more do you want? And this person's frankness actually caught me by surprise, and I'm thinking, what are we really calling to? And while these thoughts were lingering on my mind, I came across a very fascinating incident where Hazrat Umar radiallahu anhu was called upon to come to Masjid al-Aqsa. And this was when the Muslim army under the leadership of Abu Ubaidah bin Jarrah radiallahu anhu had come to Jerusalem, and they were willing to surrender the city, but they wanted the leader, and they said it's in their scriptures that such and such a person will come and will give him the keys openly. Abu Ubaidah bin Jarrah radiallahu anhu had written to Umar, and he also was hesitant, should I go? It's not a norm for the leader to leave his base. Eventually he decided to go, and he undertook the journey with his slave. And on the journey they only took one camel. He was riding for a period, the slave was riding, and eventually as he came close to Jerusalem, it happened to be the time when the slave was riding the camel and he was leading the camel. It was rainy weather and he slipped and he fell into a puddle of mud. So he was muddy, he had taken his shoes off, he put it onto his shoulder and he's leading the camel, and as he's coming close. And what had happened was there was great pomp and display that was prepared. Leaders from all over were called. The patriarch, the bishop, all were invited, and there was a red carpet that was laid down. Abu Ubaidah saw Umar radiallahu anhu, his condition, he felt a bit uneasy, and he said that, they're expecting someone mighty, and you coming in this condition, leading the camel, why don't you change your clothes and make yourself more presentable? Umar radiallahu anhu said to him that, Abu Ubaidah, نحن قوم أعزنا الله بالإسلام. That we are people who Allah is honored with Islam. We seek honor in anything other than Islam, Allah will disgrace us. Those are the powerful words that he said. And later on, when the two of them were sitting down and relaxing, they were talking, and then Umar radiallahu anhu said to him that, Allah is going to question us as to how little we've really done for this deen. How little have we really done for this deen? Who was Umar? Umar was that giant who the two superpowers of the time, the Romans and the Persians, were subjugated. 14 countries of today were under his rule, yet his concern was that how little have we done for this deen, to such an extent that on the last moments he said that if I leave this world and Allah makes my matter kafafan, that all your sins are forgiven and you won't even be rewarded for your good deeds, just go like that with your scales balancing, I'll be happy. That was the concern, and that is the legacy, and that is what we're supposed to be striving for. That we can never be complacent and say we have enough or we've done enough. We need to always work towards a higher level.